bone-chilling morning, fire gutted several apartments at the Strawberry Run complex and damaged dozens more, leaving behind only shattered windows and shattered memories. It took fire crews more than 4 hours to control the multi-alarm blaze. Ken Newstatter describes the smoky scene.
I just started coughing while I was sleeping at 4:30, and I got up and the smoke in the top part of my room, and I looked out the window. I saw smoke flowing this way.
It was, filled completely, and then as we were getting ready to get out, it just kept coming in more and more. We got out and everything was on fire.
No residents were hurt, but the brutal weather conditions did take a toll on firefighters.
No injuries from the building. We had several firemen go to the hospital for exposure.
The fire started here in Building 32, and within a short time, 16 apartment units were engulfed in flames, forcing families from their homes. The homeless were taken to the rental office, where they were offered to move into another apartment. The Red Cross also offered its assistance. In the meantime, crews are on the scene, clearing away the smoldering debris, hoping to find the cause of this tragedy. In Glasgow, Sarah Barr, TV 12 News.
Another fire last night destroyed several businesses on Route 202. Fire broke out at Nevada Bob's Golf Shop shortly after 11, gutting the building and partially ruining surrounding stores. Now, that was last night. No one was seriously hurt in the blaze, but damage is well into the thousands. Today, it was a day to pick up and rebuild, but signs of the devastation were still very evident. Fire investigators say it started in the rear of the building, spread to 2 other offices. Companies responded to the railroad crossing in Red Line shortly after 7 last night. They found this van totally engulfed in flames. The driver of the van was trapped and burned beyond recognition. Investigators say he drove the van into the side of the train, apparently ignoring the overhead warning lights. Firefighters say there was an explosion. It could have been worse.
The oxygen did ignite, but the acetylene didn't. If the acetylene tank did anything, we would have had a problem. It was outside the vehicle, on the ground, and the bulk of the fire was inside the vehicle. So we were fortunate there.
Police are continuing an investigation as to why the van failed to stop at the crossing. The victim is identified tonight as 34-year-old Earl Bowman of Middletown. He was positively identified with the use of dental records. The Delaware State Fire Marshal has pinpointed the cause of 2 separate fires that resulted in thousands of dollars worth of damage in Newcastle County yesterday. Investigators say a burning candle in one apartment at Strawberry Run in Glasgow ignited the first blaze. 24 units at the complex were damaged, most of them destroyed. Fire officials say the resident who was in the apartment at the time saw the flames and opened his window to escape, but in doing so actually made the fire worse. The full cost from that incident is still not known. And in Fairfax,
takes precedence over firefighting. It's keeping up with the bills.
They all want to see the dollar signs.
True. Everybody wants a dollar for what they do.
I say about 6, 7 years ago, it really started to get intense with the people. You didn't see the people come around to join.
Radio. That's enough.
And that is just about the time that Terry Palmer from Mount Holly joined the ranks with her husband, Anthony.
He wanted me to come in because they said there's never been a woman firefighter in Relief Fire Company, and they said they wouldn't have any. So then I put in my papers and went to fire school and all that, and now I'm in. I've been there for 7 years.
That is about 12 hours a week of volunteer work, of being asked to lay your life on the line at any time. Here at the Burlington County Fire Academy, the Palmers and other volunteers from companies in the area get a class on how to handle natural gas fires. Roger Lippincott is their instructor.
We can go into F-37.
We're going to actually set a meter on fire, and they'll be able to see the meter burn and so forth and learn how to control that situation. We've got broken pipes underground, and we light those off and show them what happens there and talk to them about what they're going to do.
All right, did you see what happened?
Gas, chemicals, invisible substances that can light up the night. More and more, they seem to be all around us. And for a firefighter, not knowing just what is in there can be terrifying.
You risk your life so many times out there. You can walk into somebody's house and they had some stuff you never know what's in there.
And a lot of what is in there these days is plastic, which Joe Gaskell will tell you is fiendish in a fighter.
The smoke and the stuff that they give off is it's more hazardous now than what it ever was. You know, you take a basic wooden chair that burns, You're not going to get many toxic fumes from that, but, you know, you put the plastics and all the fabric stuff together, it really amounts up to a lot.
Because of the greater dangers in fighting fires, it has become harder for volunteers to get insurance.
There's so many things that they don't want to try to cover you on, and then, you know, you fight tooth and nail to try to get coverage on things. Insurance companies are getting tougher all the way down the line. It's presenting a lot of problems.
But they still keep fighting fires for free. And what do they get? From some people, no respect.
Well, we had one lady in Mal, I wrote an article one time about firemen are always drunk and everything, but that was her opinion. I mean, we're like everybody else. Some of us might have, might have a beer or two now and then. We never said we were perfect people.
Nobody's perfect, but you really have to wonder about some of the neighbors whose burning homes you're trying to save. They don't want you there.
If you were a volunteer fireman years ago, you were someone. They respected you. Today, they don't care about you. They want their house to burn down, most of them, because they won't collect their insurance money, their full thing. They'll get parts of it. They don't want that. They want the whole thing. Some people have told me, if my house catches on fire, let it burn. I don't want to see it.
But most people certainly do. These firemen are all that may stand between them and the loss of their family, not to mention their homes.
The main thing we're looking out for is a life, to get there and save the life, to see who's trapped, to get somebody out of there. I myself have tripped over a person in a house, and that is one shocking experience. That takes your life away from you, just to have that happen.
Throughout our Delaware Valley, when the siren wails in the neighborhood firehouse, how many of us take it for granted that the volunteers will respond? Well, tonight they have responded with an alarm of their own. That the time of taking them for granted is now over. It's Papa's Day Out with